I am muted. I've been talking. What's up, guys? Welcome to the Jim of All Trades channel. Thank you for letting me know I'm muted. I just said a bunch of stuff you didn't hear. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Welcome to the channel, guys. I hope you guys doing well. We're going to jump into the charts here in just a minute. We're going to let the live populate a little bit. I've got you pulled up on my phone here. We're going to look at the charts of Ethereum and Bitcoin. See what's going on, guys. See what's going on. Are we bullish? Are we bearish? Where's it going? See if we can figure it out. Greetings from the U.S. to you who is in Italy. Welcome. What's up, Dylan? Thanks for letting me know. And Black Mage, appreciate it. Angus, what's up? And Jules, hello, hello. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna look at Litecoin. I've got already got the chart pulled up here for you, so don't worry about that. We'll hit Litecoin, Bitcoin, and Ethereum today. Johnny English, what's up, man? Hey Jay, what's up, buddy? Good to see you, bud. Midnight your time, isn't it? What's going on, Tim Chavez? Yeah, ADA's rocking. Theo Baker, what's up? Welcome from the Netherlands. Cool. It's got to be pretty late where you are. See you pulling the midnight oil. 31 of you here. Guys, I'm really not going to take chart requests tonight, just because I just want to get a kind of a pithy live stream out to you and look heavily at the Bitcoin chart, because really all of your altcoins are going to depend upon Bitcoin. And so let me just do some in-depth TA there on Bitcoin, and you can use that to help your analysis. Use that to help your analysis on the altcoins that you're requesting. So and plus, to be honest with you, a lot of the altcoin charts, they're just, for my style of TA, there's just not a lot going on in those charts. There's a lot of pump and dump action. There's not a whole lot of Elliott wave there that I like a whole lot. So with that being said, those little charts, man, I hate them. I hate them. ADA is a nice chart. I'll look at ADA because it's been pumping, but other than that, I don't think I'm going to take any requests. So please bear with me, okay? All right, let's take a peek at Bitcoin, guys. I just want to start out kind of with the TA here and talk about, guys, I think we're due for a square up at some point between now and about 57K. Possibly even 65. I've got a target up there, and that's pretty extended, okay? However, I've got a count that brings us down from where we are right now. I do have a count that brings us down from where we are. I don't like that count. I have a lot of trouble with that count. Nevertheless, I do have a count that brings us down from where we are. So I'm bullish in general in the long term. I feel a little cautious and a little bearish right now, just because the market itself is just so overwhelmingly bullish right now. Let's start off looking at the BTC USD on Bitfinex on the shorts versus the longs. You'll notice that the short positions, guys, man, they're just tanking constantly. The shorts are just dying. There's only on Bitfinex there's only 1,800 short positions there, as opposed to 28,500 long positions. Okay, so you can just see that the longs are just so overwhelmingly outnumbering the shorts. When that happens, guys, the market makers get underwater. You get underwater with their positions. Okay, if any of you are taking a long position, a market maker and liquidity provider has to take a short position. Okay, and so the the longs are getting, you know, overwhelming here, and so they have to square up those books, and they've been taking, you know, a lot of shorts as these longs are being made. Now, the higher these longs are made at the top, that's good for market makers, but they're going to square up their books shortly. So anyway, that's the Bitfinex shorts versus the longs. Huge. Now let's look at the IG client sentiment. So in the IG bank, they have traders there, and they provide a sentiment ratio here. If you'll look at the Bitcoin ratio here, you got 81% of people are long in Bitcoin, and 19% are short. So that lets you know that 81% of basically retail traders are long right now, while the 19% of retail traders are short right now. So that's a really heavy ratio of Bitcoin to longs to shorts. Ethereum is 90 to 10. 90% are long, while 10% are short. Litecoin, 91% are long, 9% are short. So we have a heavy imbalance of longs to shorts. It causes me to be a bit bearish in Ethereum and in Bitcoin, even though we have some bullish signals on the chart, which I'm going to show you here in just a minute. Okay, I'm just talking anecdotally right now, just talking about in general the market overall is long. Okay, and so that means liquidity providers are taking short positions, and as price rises against their short positions, they'll get deeper and deeper into into debt. Right? They have to bring the price back down so they can square up their books. Okay, so we need to talk about liquidity providers and market makers and understanding how they operate and how they keep their books squared up. Okay, so let's now just talk about square ups here. I'm going to go to the 3-day chart here on Bitcoin and explain to you what basically happens on the chart here, and what a square up is on the 3-day chart here. Maybe on the daily. Let's do that. There we go. All right. Excuse me. I have to yawn just for the sake of yawning. No, I'm just tired. I've been working today. It's cold, pretty cold, guys. It's below zero right now. So anyway. All right, so basically a liquidity provider or a market maker per se is a liquidity provider. Basically, they have made a deal with exchanges to provide liquidity to the market. The broker or the exchange passes the trade on to the liquidity provider, and the liquidity provider basically takes the trade. Okay, so the broker or the exchange is the one who facilitates the trade. They pass the trade on to the liquidity providers, okay, or market makers, okay. And there's several. They're all over this market. There's not just one group. There's many, okay. And so basically, a liquidity provider basically guarantees that you can take a trade whenever you want to take a trade. So if you have Bitcoin you want to buy, if you want to buy some Bitcoin, they promise, they guarantee that they will sell you Bitcoin. And while on the other side of that coin, liquidity providers also promise to sell you Bitcoin if you want, to buy your Bitcoin if you want to sell it to them. So a liquidity provider is constantly taking long and short positions. Okay, now that means as price is moving here, for instance, let me zoom in on the chart here. This is the Bitcoin chart. This is all the way back in July of 2017, and so you have this sideways action right here. And so basically, there were people going long in here, and that means the market makers were taking short positions here, and then people were going short in here. That means they were taking long positions. So they were taking both long and short orders in that area. Okay. And then what basically happens is, as price goes up, what happens to their short positions? Well, their short positions that the liquidity provider took in here because people were buying from them basically have become bad. They've become heavy baggage for them. They're underwater in those positions, even though that in their long positions they're doing okay for the people that shorted. So how many people were shorting here? Chances are there were more people longing in this particular place on the chart than shorting, I would imagine. Okay, so anyway, they were probably underwater, and so but anyway, what they have to do as they take price up and away from this range, what they have to do is come back to it and square up. In other words, a square up is nothing more than getting flat, or basically they're squaring their books up. They're dropping all the bad trades. They're letting go of those shorts. Okay, so what they do is as they break out of this range here, they'll come back to it. They'll square up their books. Okay, so that they're not upside down in their positions. Okay. And so that means, as price comes down very quickly, people are selling, and then they're buying into those sells, and then they take price up. Okay, and then so as they take price up, they pass the next key level. Okay, so the next key level is broken, and boom, right there. And as that price goes and breaks that, makes a new high, what do? Well, again, same thing happens. There are other people buying. That means they're selling. So they've got to basically dump all those short positions so they can continue taking price up. So in order to dump those positions, they have to bring price back to a place where they can dump those positions for either a very small loss or a moderate, or no loss at all. They have to come back and square up their books, and that's what we call a square up. Okay. Now I'm going to draw the next line on top of the next this next high, and so now price is pumping. Market makers are moving, printing these candles. People are buying. They're taking shorts all the way up. As people are buying FOMO, the buying just has a frenzy. That means market liquidity providers are taking shorts all in this region. They're taking shorts all in here, and they're overwhelmed upside down with short positions. Price cannot keep going straight up forever, guys, otherwise the market makers will have no liquidity. Their books will be so imbalanced, and they'll be taking a loss. They have to sell off their long positions that they were holding and accumulating for down here, and they start selling them off quickly to drive price down. Why do they do that? They want to drive price down to this area again so they can dump their bad positions. Now they've got so many of them that they've accumulated in this area. It doesn't just happen in one move. They have to continue to work this region for quite a while. They have to sell into it. Okay, get people to start buying again. Okay, so they can sell into those buys. Get people to start buying again so they can sell into those buys, and they work that range for quite a while until their books are squared up. Okay, do not think that you and I move this market or print these candles. We don't print these candles. Market makers and liquidity providers do. Don't confuse them with whales. Okay, whales are people that are transacting with market makers on a very large scale. So, but that being said, market makers must keep their books liquid and keep their books flat. Okay, they can't get upside down in their position. So when we had the run up in 2017, guys, it couldn't go up forever. They had to come back and square up their books. Okay, and it took them quite a while to do that. Okay, they came all the way back down to this region right here and just worked this region for quite a while so they could accumulate new orders. They do one final push to the low. So that shake out the last bit of people holding on to their Bitcoin position. It's what I call the FOMO wave. People finally, I can't take it anymore, they say. They've lost their position, and they sell their Bitcoin right here so they can finally buy into this. So they're buying into this range, and they begin pumping price again, and they start breaking these levels again, and the process of going back up continues. Okay, now what happens? The same thing happens over and over and over. Okay, on small time frames, on large time frames. Basically, a level was made right here. Okay, it was broken. They didn't quite come back to this level. They kind of continued up pretty quick. So what did they have to do? They had to come back down and square up and drop all their bad orders that they had from this move to the upside. They had to come and square up price. Okay, and that was just, this move right here was just a long, exaggerated square up of market makers getting rid of their bad positions, squaring their books up. All right, so that brings us to our present day run up. What's happened? Well, we've really had just one long, just bullish move straight up, guys. It's been going up so long, so long. Everybody's bullish. We're gonna go to 50K, guys. Everybody's going to 50K. Elon Musk is buying it now, or said he's buying it or has bought it. And then, everybody's looking to get in, and everybody and their brothers finally taking notice of Bitcoin, because Bitcoin's the real deal. It's never going to go down. It's never going to go down. And you think the market makers can sustain their books upside down like this when everybody's buying from them? 90% of the people are buying and only 8% are selling. They're upside down, guys, in their positions. You have to know that price, they're going to square their books up again. A square up is coming. They're going to bring price down, okay? Where are they going to bring it to? Well, where do they need to square up? They need to square up at 20K, guys. They need to square up at least at 20K. Shoot, they may have to square up down here, and that would scare people to death, okay? Now, at the end of the day, these liquidity providers cannot just let price go straight up forever. It will go up, and it'll go up in such a way that it's going to make you think it's going up forever, and it can never stop, and it's never going back to 20K again, and you're never going to see low numbers again. But let me just tell you, market makers and liquidity providers are upside down in their positions right now. They're also making money, don't get me wrong, but they need to finalize that money transaction. They got to bring price down back to this level again to square up price before it's going to continue on again. So guys, that's my quick explanation of what a square up is, and understanding what the market makers need to do. So for that reason, guys, I am a very cautious bull. I see some bullish signs on the chart that I'm getting ready to show you, but I want to also show you that those signs can be wiped out. The divergences can be wiped out, and I'm looking personally for a downside move, either from right here at the place on the chart, right where we are, or somewhere in between now and 57K is probably a likely zone. Okay, so that's where I am right now in my particular thought patterns right now. Just watching this, how parabolic this is, and how this just needs to kind of come down and square up. And it might take quite a while to do that. It might be a while. I know some people are talking about wanting 400K. Somebody mentioned to me today that somebody said we might go to 400K this year. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I don't see it. I personally do not see it at all. If we got to 75K this year, I would be pretty impressed. Chances are, if we came down from here, I mean, look at how much time we spent in these square up periods right here. Look how much time it is. So I imagine if we come down for any kind of a square up, it's going to be some time. Okay, that's into June of 2022 if it goes that long. Okay, so I don't know how long it's going to go. I don't know how long any kind of a square up move might take. They might take 6 months, but listen, guys. I mean, if I draw this like this, that's November. This is November, December area right here before it might move up again. So, I don't know what the market's going to do. I can't tell you. I can't tell you what it's going to do. I personally trade the small time frames, and so somebody just asked, did I close all my crypto positions? No, I haven't closed my crypto positions. I'm trading the small time frames. Okay, so I'm a day trader. I trade small time frames, and my opinion changes or adjusts with every piece of data that comes in, and we're constantly adjusting with the market so that we're trading with the market, not against the market constantly. I'm simply letting you guys know that I have some caution flags I'm giving to you. Don't get overly bullish right now. I mean, be bullish. Don't be scared to be bullish, but remember, a sell-off is coming. A square up needs to happen. The market makers need to get their books reconciled before they get too upside down in their positions. Okay? All right. So that's basically an anecdotal. Sorry, guys, I'm itching. My back's itching. So that's an anecdotal argument, guys, that is good as far as it goes. When are they going to square their books up? I mean, only the market makers know. Again, I would guess, based on the Elliott wave structure, anywhere between now, it could happen tonight. It could happen tonight or tomorrow. Anywhere between now and then when price reaches maybe 56 to 57K. I have a scenario that could get extended up to about 60K, maybe even 65K, but that's just going to be a crazy, outrageous wave that just blows me away. So I have a hard time expecting that. But anyway, expect the unexpected in the crypto world. I don't know what they're going to do. I don't know. I don't know. So I never know, and I'm not telling you to go open a short position right now. I'm not giving financial advice. I'm just telling you what I think the market may be doing or gearing up to do in the near future. Okay? All right, guys. So that's kind of where I am on liquidity providers or market makers, as we call them, and what they need to do in order to get their books reconciled. We're kind of at this place that I may be a little bit more up. Like I said, up here, I have a hard time seeing 65. 65 is so high up here, but I can see 56, 57 a lot easier than I can see 65. So Stetson's asking, so when the square up happens, that's when the alts usually thrive, or do I not understand? I don't know. What you can do is go back and watch this bear move and correlate that with the alts. How did the alts do during this time? I really don't spend a lot of time on the alts much. I like to trade what I call the major players in the market right now. And I like charts that make sense to me. So Bitcoin, Ethereum, the XRP chart used to make sense to me, not so much anymore. Right now, of course, it's basically not a lot. So I'm not trading XRP right now. Let's see. LTC used to make better sense than it's making now. We're going to look at LTC, but it used to be better, but not so much anymore. But I'm still looking at the chart. The DOT chart is very nice. The ADA chart is very nice. XLM isn't bad either. It's not too bad. It's not super clear, but it's not a bad chart. So anyway, so I don't know. You'd have to correlate those alt charts and see if there was any timing there as Bitcoin was going down. Excuse me. I would imagine that the alt season or the alts did better during this sideways action. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe not. I don't remember. I don't know when alt season was. So I'm not certain when that is. I've looked at the log chart. I don't like the log chart for a lot of reasons. So I always chart it. If I can get to a high enough time frame and fit the chart on my screen, then I don't go to log. I stick to regular. I think personally, I think the log chart skews everything. I know what it does. I know what it's designed to do. I understand it, but I think when I pull fibs on the log, they're just unrealistic targets that just don't make any sense to me at all in the real world. So I've pretty much rejected any kind of log chart of Bitcoin. I just kind of reject it and say, I don't think that's the case. I just not seeing 200,000, 300,000, 400,000 Bitcoin in this wave 3. I just don't see it. And the only way you get there is you got to use the log scale to get there, and I'm not seeing it. So good question. Okay. The 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 square up we're looking for, guys. Yeah, I think it's going to be blood in the streets kind of deal. I think people are going to be freaking out as prices getting that low because everybody's just so full blown bull mindset. The whole market is that way. I'm kind of neutral right now. I'm trading the waves as they go. We were long last night and short today for a little bit, but it's been going sideways today. I don't like the wave structure right now for short right now. So I'm in Ethereum in particular, the wave structure is kind of pointing maybe to the upside right now in the RSI, but maybe just for one more wave and then back down. But that being said, I'm not super happy with the wave structure. In fact, the wave structure for Ethereum is just crap, guys. It's just a pile of manure. All this is just so many. Elliott for this wave structure, Elliott's, in my opinion, is out the window. I mean, on all these time frames, just the wave counts and the wave shapes and the wave extensions, they don't make any sense at all. They just don't make any sense. This wave doesn't count right or measure right or look right on any time frame. This wave right here doesn't look right on any time frame. It looks like a 3-wave move. So anyway, sorry. So anyway, yeah, I don't like the Ethereum chart right now as far as the structure is concerned, on the micro or the macro scale, because it's pretty difficult. So I'm having to resort to pretty much scrap not all of my Elliott wave principles, but a lot of them for now, and just say, for now, Elliott's not helping me in the in trading this market, because if I try to apply strictly the Elliott rules, I cannot come up with valid wave counts, because the waves are just so trashy in the way they're being made and the way they're being printed on the screen. Maybe they've been watching my channel for a little while and started to change up the way they're printing the candles. Who knows? I'm kidding. Nah, I'm sure the those making the algorithms for the bots and whatnot that we're trading against, I think they have better things to do than watch my channel. I'm kidding. But that being said, I just have a major problem with the Ethereum chart as far as the structure is concerned. So there's nothing yelling at me on this chart from a structure standpoint, whether it's going up or down. I've offered the anecdotal evidence that we need a square up in Bitcoin, which would drive the price down for Ethereum as well. The second argument I might make here is that we technically do have bearish divergence here on the 4-hour chart. All the way down, we have bearish divergence. Excuse me. We've got bearish divergence right here. So, anyway, guys, my wife is calling. Give me 1 minute. Let me answer the Sorry about that, guys. So anyway, all right, let's look at the wave structure here on Bitcoin here and see if there's anything to look at. I'm not super convinced with this bearish divergence, because we also have bullish divergence here on the 30-minute chart as well. Basically, we've got hidden bull where RSI's come down. This is Ethereum, guys. RSI's come down and reset, while price is not reset nearly as much. Okay, so that technically is a bullish type of divergence, where would point to another wave to the upside. But I can show you times when we've had the bullish divergence, guys, and we didn't get the wave to the upside. They took it out. So remember, you got to always remember, even though that we're showing hidden bullish divergence, I'm going to pay attention to it, and I'm probably going to trade it. But they can take it out anytime they want to. So they can just roll that price on over and take out the divergence anytime they want to. All right. So on Bitcoin here, let's zoom into the smaller time frame, maybe the hourly chart. and just talk about what we're seeing here. I've got a couple of counts here, and I don't like any one of the counts. So they are what they are. The first count here, if we're dealing with this, it kind of resembles a triangle right here, a 5-wave triangle here, and we broke out of it with a 1-2. Okay, this is the bullish count. This would be the bullish count, and then we need 5 waves to finish here. So this would be 1, 2. Okay, I don't think this is the end of 3. I think 3 is going to be up here finishing. 4, 5. I think this is the subwave of the 3rd wave. If this is bullish, let me pull the fibs on this and. Okay, we barely tagged the 1618 in 3-wave fashion. I would imagine we go up for one more wave up here to kind of finish out 5 waves in this structure here, with a pullback of the 4th wave and then a 5th wave to the upside. That's going to get us up here to that 57K target that I had. If my fibs were right, you'd see 57K most likely up there in the numbers. So yeah, so just depends on how I pull those fibs. So right around 57K would be the end of this wave, particularly. Now that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Okay, so that's a possibility, and that's going to finish us up here. With this last 5th wave. So this triangle would be a 4th wave. So we'd have to go back and find the 3rd and the 1st wave. But this triangle would be a 4th wave. And then we get a 5th wave finisher right here, and we're waiting on it to finish. I guess the other count would be that this is 3 indeed. Okay, this could be 4. Okay, and then this could be 4, and then we get 5 to the upside, and that's going to finish out Bitcoin. That's going to finish out Bitcoin's move. Okay. So, so those are some possibilities there, guys, that I'm watching on the charts, and just keep that in mind. Let me show you another count that I'm seeing. Now I don't like any of these counts, to be honest with you. So we'll just go with the flow as it gives us. So if we identify this as some kind of a 3-wave structure, and then we look at this as a 3-wave structure, guys, we could be coming down for 5 waves, okay, starting maybe right now. Okay, so we might be getting a 5-wave move to the downside, and that's what gives us our square up potentially down here at 20K. That would be a pretty deep move, and I don't think we're going to go down here and sit down here forever. I think it's going to be a quick bounce to the upside, so you might want to be ready with your buys down here. If price gets down here, that's going to be a really good buy zone. 20K is going to be an amazing buy zone if price gets down there, I would imagine. Okay, it should have a nice big bounce, even if it comes down again and makes a lower low. In other words, even if it comes down, bounces here, comes back up, and then wants to come back and finish some kind of a larger three wave. I can't imagine it being that big, but it could do whatever it wants to do. But if it did something like that, you'd still buying in this region would be good to buy, hold, and maybe sell again and make a very fast profit. So that's a way to trade it, or you just hold it until it's finished. Okay, so that's a possibility, guys. I don't like that count much at all, but I'm offering it as an idea. This would have to be some kind of a 3-wave. This would be some kind of a 3-wave. Now we'd be looking for a 5-wave down as a large flat. And then, guys, after that square up happened, or some moderate square up, then we could have some real upside targets, that are beyond, guys, that are beyond your imagination maybe after that. So we'd be finishing up this wave and then going up to hit 57 to 65K easily, no problem. All right, so I've given you 2 options there. I've given you kind of a bullish option that gets us up here before we're done, up to about anywhere from 57 to 65K in that ballpark. And I've given you a bearish scenario first, where we come down, we square up. The market makers square their books before taking us up for the next series. So that's the way I'm thinking about it for now. and I'm looking for clues along the way. Looking for clues along the way in the RSI. See if the RSI is saying anything on the higher time frames, all the way down to the minuscule. So we monitor the RSI and the signs of the wave structures all the way down to shoot even the 5-second chart sometimes if I have to get down there. Get down to the 5-second chart for information. So okay, so those are my takes on Bitcoin there. There's a bullish look and a bearish look. Now let's go to the very, very small time frame now, 10-minute chart. Look at the current wave and see what it could be. Now, something I noticed today, and I shared it with the group, with the Discord group guys, is that this top right here, let me go out to the hourly and might see it a little bit better. This top right here has a very strong resemblance to this top right here, where it started again, okay, bounced on its way down, okay, so started again, and might be bouncing its way down. Structurally, it's slightly smaller than that, but still same kind of shape. I wouldn't be surprised if we got this to roll over and continue on down to make a 5-wave move. It could get as low as 20K, but moderate targets I have at 25 to 28K if I have intermediate targets for that. All right, how are we doing? Everybody doing okay? Looks like you're doing all right. Let's look at the Ethereum here, and then we'll look at Litecoin, and then we'll call it an evening. I'll look at ADA very quickly as well. Yeah, again, the structure here, these ways. Let me just show you all the trashiness of the structure here on the 30-minute chart. Okay, you start trying to pull the fibs on this wave right here, and count some waves in here. You've got this spike here and this pullback here around the 1414, and then what's hard about that, it went up to make another high, but it did it in 3 waves. Okay, so I guess the only way we're looking at this wave right here is a 4th wave. So I like this as 1, 2, and that this is some kind of a 4th wave of the intermediate. Okay, this is a 5th wave maybe of this entire move, and this is maybe a 4th wave back down. I can't be certain. It's really, really hard. All the structure here is super, super challenging. But again, guys, look at the hidden the hidden bullish divergence here on the chart is unmistakable here on the 15-minute, the 30-minute chart, the 1-hour chart. The hidden bullish divergence is unmistakable. We have a 3-wave move to the downside, guys, and now we possibly are impulsing here. The only problem here with an impulse wave is that the structure count of this wave right here just looks choppy as anything. Looks more corrective on the beginning of it than it does impulsive. So I don't like how this thing measures and how this thing counts. But nevertheless, it could still start moving bullishly to the upside. We do have hidden bullish divergence on this time frame. Now, all it may do is make a 3-wave move up to this region and then come on down. So it could simply do this, boom, 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 like that, and then come on down. So anyway, we could get a down move after that 3-wave move, so that's possible. So the small time frame, there's nothing yelling at us. There is hidden bullish divergence on this small time frame, but it's not overwhelmingly powerful. Any strong move, any strong wave to the downside can overtake that hidden bullish divergence. It can overtake it, no problem. So really, really, like I said, Ethereum is an enigma to me. I'm simply trading it, trading the waves on the small time frame, 15-minute, 5-minute trend. I'm personally trading those waves and scalping 3% moves the best I can. Okay, so that's the way I'm trading that. Looking at Litecoin. Now Litecoin's a little clearer, but right now is looking corrective, and it could go ahead and get impulsive. But right now the look of the wave is just simply 3-wave move right here, and we've landed on or around the 127 extension. Okay, so that looks kind of like Litecoin is potentially going to go up bullishly anymore. So this one, let's see. If price gets up here to the 1618 right there, past the 127 extension where it is, then we're going to think a little bit more bullishly than bearishly. But guys, we could still get this kind of a shape here in Litecoin. This could just come on down from right where it is. Okay, so that's a possibility, or it could just go. It could go on up. It could go on up right from where it is, become a leader in the count here of a bullish count. This could be 1, 2. This could be 3. All right, get a fourth, and then a fifth wave to the upside. So again, Litecoin's up or down. Right now it's bouncing on the 127, 1414 area. Everything is poised to potentially come down. Okay, so you got to be careful here at this place on the chart. It's got some bullish signals with the hidden divergence, but I got a bearish sentiment right now based upon the square up that we need, based upon the way price has been acting in Ethereum, very three wave-ish. Everything's been three waves. You got, I mean, just if you want to see it, you can just kind of see it. We got 3. Sorry, 3 right here. This overall 3 right there. This overall 3 right there. This was more like a 5-wave move to the downside. This is looking more 3-wave-ish than it is 5-wave-ish. You know, it's just everything's looking corrective in these regions. It's just really, really. I mean, the only 5-wave impulse that we have is in the down moves. You know, you got impulses here in the down moves of this particular wave. So anyway, guys, I really struggling with the count, guys. I'm just kind of neutral, as neutral as I can be, but I'm leaning bearish right now, or at least guarded against a bearish move. I don't know where price is going. I don't. But I'm trading the small time frame. If you need help trading those small time frames, you want to be part of our Discord. We talk about the moves as they happen. You know, we just got a great bunch of people. Last night we were all just chilling. We had the charts shared, and we had our video cameras on, and we were just in the Discord, just getting to know each other and enjoying the community of traders, talking about just life and movies we were watching while we're watching the chart and seeing where it's going. And whenever price moves or whenever you know, a setup comes up, we talk about it and talk about, you know, if there's an entry coming up and trade setups and things like that. So anyway, that's the benefit of being part of a community of traders. You're not alone. You're making your own decisions all by yourself. You can do it. You can share your ideas in the community and get feedback amongst better traders than you are, or you can be one of those better traders to offer that feedback within the community. So anyway, with that being said, guys, that's all the information I wanted to share tonight. I'm gonna do a final look at ADA. So let's just take a peek real quick at ADA and then see what it's doing, because I know it's been kind of pumping today, looking good. Yeah, it looks fantastic. We have guys. We are super on the 8-hour chart. On the 6-hour chart, we have bearish divergence on the 6-hour. We got it on the 4-hour. Guys, we got an imminent move to the downside. It is imminent. It is take profit realm, in my opinion. This is a take profit region for ADA for a corrective wave to the downside. Be very careful. You're going to get a corrective wave to the downside on anywhere. Let's see, the 30 minutes got bearish divergence and it's powerful. 15-minute, guys, there's divergence. Guys, there's a big move coming in ADA, and it's going down, in my opinion, you know, today and soon. Okay, so be careful, guys. The ADA chart looking very bearish. I mean, it had a bull move and it looked great, but I think it's done. At least ready for a corrective wave. Probably going to come down to the region. Going to come down to this region right here. Could come all the way down to this region and square up before it continues on. There's all kinds of things it could do at this level, but I don't think it's going to go straight up. You're going to see some correction here first, and what you'd like to see on the 4-hour chart is that correction happen and the RSI get reset when price doesn't reset all that much, it just comes down a little bit. So price doesn't reset, but the RSI does. It creates hidden bullish divergence, and you can go long again and for the next pump. So that's what I would like to see. Just a nice healthy correction here, a bull flag, you know, a 3-wave correction, whatnot, and then a move to the upside. But right now, looking like we need to have that kind of a correction going on right now. Okay, getting a nice little move in Ethereum to the downside. I am short in Ethereum. Not the worst entry and not the best entry in the world. I got short at 1738, and we'll see if we're going to stop that out or we're going to hold that for a while. So right now the move looks pretty good. So ADA is looking like it's about ready, about cooked. It might have a little bit more upside, but I don't know. The divergence is letting me know that on most of the time frames we're ready for a down move. Pretty good. And in fact, it's already kind of started. So anyway, all right, guys, there it is. Hope you guys enjoyed that live. I'm pretty tired. I'm so sleepy right now. Let's see the question here for Cosmin. He asked, what about the retracement did in January? Isn't a square up to cool down the market makers books? Yeah, indeed. And that's what I spent the entire beginning. But they've got positions all the way down to 20K, guys, all the way down to 20K. So they need to square up those books at 20K at some point, and then go on. Shoot, they might even have to square up at 14K. So bear that in mind, okay? All right, guys, there it is. Hope you enjoyed that. Want to be part of the Discord? It's basically all for my Patreon supporters. So you just look at the link in the description. You'll see patreon.com/JimOfAllTrades. You can go there, become a Patreon supporter. The monthly, the monthly pledge to get into the Discord is very, very small. It goes to support me and my family and what I'm doing here, and I return that favor to you by just giving you my all in the Discord. I don't think you're going to find anybody working harder for you than I am in there. So I would invite you to come on in. With that being said, you guys have a great day. All of you who are in the Patreon, I'll see you guys in the Discord. And the rest of you, I'll see you on the next video. Hope you all have a fantastic evening. Thanks for stopping by, and enjoyed being with you. We'll talk to you all later. Bye-bye.